Hello everybody, it's time for some Diamond Dynasty on MLB The Show 2016. I'm facing a pretty good team there. They've got Harper and Stanton, although they're batting them at the end of the lineup. They've also got Donaldson, Freeman, Cespedes. So this team's pretty stacked. Let's see what their record is.
A nice shot there of the nighttime skies over Turner.
371 and 376. So this guy's played near 800 games. I'm going to have my work cut out for me, but I have Craig Gentry, who I always bunt with him. I know a lot of you probably hate that, but it's like my thing to get on base. That's why he's hitting like 600. Sacrifice bunt. Gentry's over to second. I wonder if I've been thinking about doing like a battle royale and just having a bunch of really fast guys. I've got third base there. Having a bunch of fast guys like Gerard Dyson and D. Gordon, Gentry, Andrews, Hamilton, and just laying down bunts all the time. Do you think that would work? That I would win those 3-inning games? Because I mean, unless they put bunt defense on all the time. There's a leadoff hit for Cespedes. This guy might be pretty good. It's not the usual guy that'll just swing at everything in the dirt. He's making contact. Although this opponent of mine seemed to really struggle with throwing runners out. I easily stole second and third. I don't know what he was doing. He has Molina too, so Molina should be pretty good defensively. Well, he just ran himself out of the inning. There's Turner Field. I'll miss Turner Field. One of my goals that I failed in ball hawking was to get over 100 balls career at Turner Field. And I know I came up short. I think I had like 80 some. If I would have gone down there for maybe one more series, I would have had it. Turner Field was one of the best places to ball hawk. If you look in the outfield here, when we get a shot of it, there's seats the whole way around pretty much. There's no really big areas of seats taken up by bullpens, which is what you have in a lot of stadiums like Washington, D.C. and Busch Stadium. So there's lots of seats out in the outfield. The gates open at 4:30 at Turner Field, or opened, which was awesome. Any stadium that opens at 4:30, that's a place you have to get to. Because there's some stadiums that don't open until like 5:40, like the Chicago White Sox and the Cincinnati Reds, if you don't have a season ticket. And there's a few other ones. Alright, let's see. Another thing about Turner Field that I loved was all around the stadium there's a gap behind the wall. The gap is just like, it's like a walkway between the outfield wall and where the seats begin. And at the bottom there's just gravel. So a lot of times home run balls will land in there, and most commonly balls that are tossed to fans are usually fumbled around and dropped in that gap. What is this guy doing? He's being ultra aggressive. Ran himself out of another inning with a caught stealing. Don't run on Gary Sanchez. So yeah, if you had a ball retriever at Turner Field, you could pretty much always clean up. One of my ball hawk friends named David Welch, D-Dubs from My Game Balls, would average almost 10 a game down there. He was on the spot with the retriever. What is this guy doing? He just threw to first base. Alright, we got a glitch. Gentry's doing, I don't know what he was doing there, but he's in there. That's like, what, at least 4 stolen bases for Gentry. The safety squeeze is going to bring him home, so I'm on the board. Safety squeeze. And Bryant takes a walk. And Blackman pops it up. So Bryant still doesn't have a hit for me. I thought when I got him, he would be like the big time guy in my lineup, but he's been pretty bad. Hopefully he comes around soon. Ball's deep in the hole, but that was their pitcher, so he has no speed. It's freezing in Pittsburgh today. It was like negative, like 7-degree wind chill this morning. Felt bad for my kids. They had to stand out there at the bus stop. They had a 2-hour delay. My district did not. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 5 degrees. And then on Saturday, it's going to be 53. So try to figure that out. That's Pittsburgh weather for you. That's a strikeout. I got some bad news today. Well, it's not terrible news. My wife had another doctor's appointment, and she was told by her doctor, that's going to be a double, that she is not allowed to go to Florida. And the doctor said, I am not allowed to go to Florida. Florida is where spring training is. Well, Florida and Arizona. I've been to spring training many times, and only always in Florida. I've never been to Arizona. But if you've followed the news over the past year and a half or whatnot, there's something called the Zika virus. And the Zika virus has spread from like Central America and the Caribbean, and now it's up into Florida. And the Zika virus basically is very dangerous to pregnant women, because they can pass it on to their unborn babies, and then their unborn babies have something called microcephaly, which is basically they're born with shrunken heads and shrunken brains, and they're going to have a lifetime of difficulty. So really have to avoid Zika, because if I get it, I can easily pass it on to my wife. So it looks like spring training in Florida is out for this year. Just got that news a couple hours ago, so I haven't had a chance to really start poking around with the Cactus League schedule and looking at games and game times and flights, but that's a possibility. I've never been to Arizona, but it's been on my list of places to go. I definitely want to go and check out the Diamondbacks and Chase Field, but I'd also like to see all the spring training facilities. I've heard in Arizona all the spring training fields are pretty close in proximity. Down in Florida, you have some teams on the western coast, like out in Tampa, Clearwater, and then you have some teams over on the Atlantic coast. That's where like the Nationals train over there, the Cardinals, the Mets, and then you have like the Tigers and the Braves who are like in the middle of the state. So all those teams are a few hours apart, whereas in Arizona, I've heard it's a mere matter of like, I don't know, 10 minutes to 30 minutes. That's why a lot of teams moved out there from Florida, I think. Let's see here. Polanco's hitting like 100 for me. I can't wait to see what Polanco is this year for the Pirates. I think he really reminds me of Darryl Strawberry, if you remember him. Darryl Strawberry was like the man for the Mets in like the mid to late 80s. He was like a perennial 30 home run bat with speed. And Polanco's built just like him. Tall and lanky. It's a nice swing. Hey, that's a double play. Take that. Alright, we're getting to the late innings here. This guy's got to be like, what is going on here? This lowly Greensburg Gators team with a 10-5 record or whatnot is playing me pretty tough. There's Gentry with a bunt. He's in there. So there's a stolen base. That's his 5th. 5 stolen bases for Gentry. I think that's 6. I want to say that's 6 stolen bases for him now. So Gentry, his rating on this game is only like a 73, I think, or something like that. Real low. He's one of the first guys that I got, but he's only really useful for bunting. So that's what I use him for. There's a little tapper. This game's moving along pretty quickly here. That's the nice thing about games that are like 1-0. They go quick. So if you're at the stadium on like a weeknight and you have to work the next morning, these games are pretty nice. Stroked out there, but it's right at him. And Blackman goes down. He's been in a slump for me. Well, it's the 9th inning here, and it looks like we're going to be 1-0. I've got Chapman, but I'm going to let Carlos Carrasco try to finish this off. He's just been lights out. Look at that. Frozen with the curveball. That should be out number 2. One more out to get. It's going to be Freddie Freeman, who has, I think he has like over 100 home runs for this guy in his career. So Freddie Freeman has some big-time stats for this. He grounds it foul. 0-1. I got to try to get him to chase. This is what I do. I don't want to give him anything to hit. Chase. He's got good plate discipline. All right, chase now. Oh, how'd that miss? 3-1. Right down the middle. See, he's kind of looking for that curveball, so the fastball is tough for him to catch up to. And that should be the ball game. See if he can put it away. Yes. A 1-0 pitching duel win. Carlos Carrasco goes the distance. There's a shutout. This is the first time I've used Carrasco, so really decent performance. I really didn't do anything offensively. Only had the 1 run there on the safety squeeze. Well, thanks for watching. All right, it's now time to announce the giveaway prize for this week. Every week over this offseason, I've been giving away items. This is a batting practice baseball, and this one's extra special because if you look closely, it's a bat imprint baseball. You can see there's 3 letters there that were imprinted from the bat when it was hit onto the ball. That's how hard this ball was hit. So to win it, same rules as last week. Every time you comment, I will put your name in a raffle. Also, you can retweet my video links from Twitter. @JabsFamily is my Twitter. You'll see it here. And you can also be the first commenter. If you can beat everybody else, I'll put your name in there 20 times. So that's the way it works. And then every Wednesday, I just draw the name for the winner. This week, it's the baseball. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good luck.